by Hussein al-Bukhaiti, a pro-Houthi activist.
Hussein, how did the Houthis build so much support in recent years?
After when they joined the revolution, they start getting support from the general Yemeni public because of all the mistakes that the government in Yemen has done. And like we said, in Yemen, there is no government because there is no public services. We hardly get electricity, we hardly get water. The gas, they have increased as well, the gas, the oil prices. So all this have caused the Yemeni people to support this new movement with new leadership, because the Yemeni people, they were really fed up of this old traditional power, which are led by old people. So when they saw Houthis movement, and as we call it Ansarullah, they like just a change. So that's why they gain a lot of support, especially after the revolution.
Hussein, what are the Houthi demands?
The Houthi demand are the people and the protester demand, which to implement the national dialogue outcomes, and to form a new government and to reduce the fuel price. All this demand, which they have been protesting for it, they have been met in this new deal agreement. So they have succeeded with this revolution.
Well, if they succeeded, then why are they still consolidating really homes and buildings in Sana'a?
No, I do agree with you that some homes like that they storm in, it is wrong, and they shouldn't have done that. And Houthis now they trying to return all the things that they have been looted from these houses. But if you see, Sana'a is a huge city, so there was many people who were telling people that they are Houthis or Ansarullah, and they were looting in their names. And I do agree there is houses that were looted by Houthi themselves, but Houthi now they are trying to solve this problem and returning all the things, because they did admit their mistake, and I hope they will do this soon.
Hussein, given the fact that they're in such a position of strength, do you expect them to be willing to compromise at this stage?
Yeah, of course, they really want to compromise, because if they didn't want to do that, why will they ask to sign this agreement? Why do they want to have a shared government? And I've heard many people saying like about Houthis' agenda. Houthis' agenda, they were put at the National Dialogue Conference. They had their vision to build a civil state. And after the end of the National Dialogue, the government, the first thing in the outcome says that there must be a government of partnership between all parties and group of movement, and this government will be responsible for the implementation of the national dialogue outcomes. We have been 1 year since the end of the national dialogue. There was no government that was formed. It was still the same government that was formed after the Gulf Initiative. And the International Committee and the G10, they didn't get involved or have pressure on President Hadi to form a new government. And on the top of that, they have increased the fuel prices, and then all these protesters and the International Committee and the G10 have interfered in that and taken the side with the government against the people demands.
Right.
So if you see that the whole international committee, as a Yemeni, we think they don't really want Yemen to stay not stable. Otherwise, why they haven't interfered before to form the government after the national dialogue?
There is still some power are not, adapting a peaceful solution to the problem.
Yeah, this power that you said, they are Ali Mohsen and the Islah Party that always stayed in obstruct any peace.
Mohammed Hussein, you're talking at the same time, and so we can't hear you. Hussein, continue.
Yeah, when he said about there is power that maybe they were obstructing any deal, those power, they are Ali Mohsen with his first armored division and the Islahi Party, because they didn't want to reach a deal. They didn't accept Houthi as a part of the Yemenis. They always call Houthis like names, and in their TV channel, they call Houthi as Bergian, as if the Yemeni state TV, it was showing a demonstration of Islahi in 16th Street, and they were saying in a slogan like there is only one God, and Houthi is the enemy of God. So there were people in the government who would against.
I don't want to get distracted.
Well, Hussein,
So
you heard
what you
Mohammed's
have-
hope. Mohammed, we're hearing your hope and your prescription for what needs to happen, but we heard from both sides not too long ago, and I'd actually like you all to have a listen to this. This is two reactions to the agreement, one from the leader of the Houthi rebels and the other from the president, and I'd like your thoughts after, so have a listen to this.
اليوم هناك صيغة لحكومة.
Today we have a new form of government based on national participation, competency and integrity. Such government will be able to serve the country and its people, and the reality will change into something better. This new political form also includes a significant package of measures on all political, economic, security and military levels.
We feel that there was a conspiracy prepared from abroad. Many powers came together, either those who lost their interests in Yemen or those pushed by their personal grievances to take their revenge on their country rather than on the individual, or the opportunistic who take advantage of any disaster to attack the country.
So, Hussein, they're clearly at odds here. Do you see this deal holding?
Yeah, I think this deal will hold because now Houthis have great support from the people in Yemen, and Hadi and all other party has realized that we have a balance in power now. So always balance in power will bring peace. And in the statement or the speech of Sayyid Abdul Malik, he has insisted that we want a government of partnership. He called Islah to go with all the parties hand by hand to build Yemen. So he doesn't have anything as a hidden agenda. So I think this peace deal will succeed, and we will see in the coming days when they choose a prime minister and then form a government and then start fighting the corruption in Yemen.